This week here on Screen Park Worldwide, the show, I'm going to be talking about Fright Nights and reviewing the awesome event that it is for 2014, talking a little bit more about Scarefest at Alton Towers, and also talking about an awesome attraction that we went to the other night in Birmingham. It's all coming up here on the latest episode of Screen Park Worldwide, the show. My name's Shawn Sanbrooke, this is Screen Park Worldwide, and that means it's time to cue those titles. And once again, a very warm welcome to this very spooktacular show here on Screen Park Worldwide. I hope you're enjoying Screen Park Worldwide. We're about halfway in so far. Loads of videos online. We got videos through some of the attractions at Universal. Stuff coming on from Hallow Screen at Busch Gardens. One of our videos has gone on this week from there. The vlog to come this week. All sorts of stuff, absolutely loads. So make sure you check them out, along with our Thorpe Park Fright Nights vlog, which went on the other night as well. Really, really good event, and that kicks in with the first bit I'm going to talk about today here on the show. Now, Thorpe Park Fright Nights is something that a lot of you guys visit. I go every year. I've been going since the early 2000s. You know, and it's a great event. Lots of great attractions and mazes. It's changed a lot over the years. You know, Asylum, obviously that's been there for a long time. First year without Asylum this year. You know, and they've had all sorts of things like Cursed and Experiment 10. All sorts has been and gone across that event. You know, so it's changed dramatically. Especially last year, as you all know, they partnered with Lionsgate. And that's continued again for this year, with a few small touches added to the mazes they had, and also Asylum exited to make way for Studio 13, which is where I'm going to start. So Studio 13 is pretty much, it's just got the same feel as what Asylum had, the same sort of smells, the same sort of theme. You know, you've got all your big sort of trellis fencing and stuff, like harass fencing in there. And the first corridor is pretty much the same, apart from different theming, where there's posters on the walls and stuff instead of blood scattered up. You know, so I actually thought it was really good. It was one of our favourite attractions that we did. I went down with Charlotte, TPW admin, and a few others. And as you'll see in the vlog, we all really enjoyed Studio 13. Just a pre-warner, that vlog and also this show does contain spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers on any of these attractions I'm talking about, then you're best turning off. But yes. So Studio 13, obviously it ends with the big chainsaw like before. You go into a room where there's all dolls hanging up. And it's based sort of that you're going through this motel and there's shooting the movie. And it's get down on the set, you need it down on the set guys, come on let's go. That sort of feel. So we really enjoyed it, which was good. Cabin in the Woods then, a few changes in there for this year. Not too much, but it was a lot better attraction because the groups we found were a lot smaller when we went. But it was on a Friday. On a weekend, maybe the groups were bigger. But I really found it amazing. It was the best attraction at Thorpe Park Friday Nights this year. We all thought it was our favourite, as you'll see in the vlog. And it was just fantastic. So obviously you've got loads of different rooms in there. It's probably about 12 to 15 rooms in there. You can go in all sorts. It's a free flow maze. You don't need to hold on in a conga line. You know, and you push through doors. You go into the first room, there's about 5 doors, you choose a door and then you keep going through doors. You can make it longer or shorter by how many doors you go through and stuff, and then you all end up in the same finale corridor where I got terrorised. You might have seen a video going about on Facebook or also in the vlog. They see me getting terrorised by my friend John, who was acting there. Thanks John for the scares, it was great. And it made Cabin in the Woods the best attraction. Even if I hadn't got them personal scares, it would have been the best. I mean, you get touched and everything in there anyway, that's part of the agreement. It's not like, you know, other attractions where they say touching, the actors won't touch you, you don't touch the actors. It's completely out the window. You can't touch the actors, but they will touch you. Charlotte had her hair stroked and was being grabbed onto and pulled back. It was great, it was really, really good. Blair Witch Project was the weakest attraction there last year. It's like a scare zone, except this year we all rated it higher than My Bloody Valentine and also Saw Alive. It was great. Really, really enjoyed it. Whether we just caught it on an amazing night or not. Probably about 10, 12 actors in there. Down the old railway, the old Cannock Creek Railway like it was last year. Smoke blasting out. A little bit of light audio this year. Tents down the side like there was last year. But they've actually sort of put some fake trees down. Well, real trees, but not what aren't supposed to be there. They've moved the trees in from other places, put little spotlights at the bottom, giving it some good atmosphere. And the actor playing the witch at the end was absolutely awesome in like the little tent. We really enjoyed it, and like I say, I found that to be the third strongest attraction. Cabin at the top, Studio 13, and then Blair Witch, which was cool. My Bloody Valentine didn't really do much for the group and myself this year, and we thought it wasn't quite as good as it was last year. It felt a bit more toned down, we thought. Don't get me wrong, still very well theme made. You can go through that in two different routes. So there's a route A and a route B, and you get split up and stuff. Like me and Charlotte got broke up, and you'll see in the vlog how she's absolutely petrified of these scare mazes. But yeah, it was okay. You know, it wasn't one of our favourites. But yeah, My Bloody Valentine, you got the gas mask and stuff in there, some quite small spaces. You go through the big squeeze where it squeezes you together like in Carnival Screams, where you walk through a big tight space. We'll leave that one there. And on the right hand side one that I went through, you actually crawl through a tunnel, which was good. But yeah, hopefully that'll be a bit more intense. I'm going back to the event later on in it, so we'll see how it goes. Finally, Saw Alive. Last year that was one of the strongest. This year we thought it was good, but it was more of the same, what we've done plenty of times. If you've not done it before, you're going to love it. But we've done it that much now. Obviously, it's been in there since 2010, since the year after Saw the Ride opened. It was permanent for a year. But yeah, you know, well themed, but we've done it plenty of times, so not really any changes, so we thought it was the weakest one this year. But Thorpe Park Friday Nights as a general was amazing. Audio around the park, as soon as 3 o'clock comes, that's it, all the audio's changed. Loads of good lighting around the park, really good event, 9 out of 10. Cracking job, and it was the best Friday Nights in a long time, if not the best Friday Nights ever. So get yourself to Thorpe Park and experience that. It's on selected dates over the next few weeks. Next up then, I'm going to talk about Twisted Attractions. Now, Twisted Attractions did something amazing in Birmingham. It's basically a couple of guys, you know, let's build a scare maze, and that's what they've done. They've built 2 mazes. They had 1 maze last year. This year they've utilised the space more to make 2 attractions, Ward 78 and House of Insomnia. House of Insomnia was great. You walk into it, you know, all sorts of different theming and that in there, including this girl who was sat there. Look at that. Yeah, she was quite freaky. But yeah, House of Insomnia, you know, all sorts of great theming in there. And when we had a behind the scenes tour, you can tell it's been put together with sort of sheets and stuff like this. When you're in it in show conditions, it looks absolutely stunning. I mean, you know, the fact it just shows you don't need a massive budget to create a quality attraction. You know, they were great. 2 of the best that I've done this year. But the scariest scare maze I've probably ever done goes to Ward 78, and that again done, you know, for a reasonable budget, not as much as the theme park spend, and that was the scariest attraction I've ever done in 21 years on this planet. Wall 78, you have to go through alone, you sign a waiver, they can touch you, they can drag you, you walk through tunnels and they pull you back, and it's based on a ward, on a doctor. Hospital. You go round and you even get pushed into a wheelchair, and when you're in that wheelchair you then get pushed round into different scenes in the attraction. It was so good, so scary, only short, about 5 minutes, but again, it's not about the length, it's about them scares, and they were packing the scares in, which was really, really cool. If you're going to go to any Halloween this year, go to Birmingham City Centre. Go and have a day out in Birmingham, get your Christmas shopping done early and that, you know, and go to Twisted Attractions. Check out their website, Twisted Attractions, you know, and Facebook page as well. Well worth checking out, and there were great guys who ran it. It was great to meet you guys and have a behind the scenes tour. Finally then, Scary Tales at Alton Towers. We've got some pictures of Scary Tale. Let's have a look. First one there shows the sort of trees with a bit of roof scenery. Bit like in here really, in the world of theme parks. All sort of hanging everywhere. That's quite cool. And then you got another photo coming up. There it is. And that just sort of shows how the Carnival Screams drop down board from last year's back in, along with a few other theming items you might recognise from Chocolate Towers, what used to be held back in 2006-07. You know, and over the years, you know, it's like all of Alton Towers' scenery has just been chucked in what the you know, not used for years, and put it in. So it's nice to see some items out there, and I'm sure it's going to be good. Scary Tales Scare Zone opens this Saturday. We're going to be vlogging over the weekend on Sunday. There's going to be live updates on Sunday. And it's going to be a really, really good weekend. Of course, looking forward to Scarefest. All the theming's in place now, and it does look amazing. So cannot wait to experience that, along with the Sanctuary and Terror of the Towers. We still don't know what's changed, if anything's changed for this year, but we're going to find out, of course, at the weekend, which will be really, really cool. But yeah, make sure you check out Scarefest. Starts this Saturday at the Alton Towers Resort. That's all for your scary news this week. Yeah, here on Screen Park Worldwide. Hope you're enjoying it so far. So yes, it is time to see some of our awesome merchandise and look at some of your merchandise as well. Now, I might have already shown you this in a previous show, I can't remember, but I'm going to show you again because it's Halloween related. It's this from the Carnival of Screams from last year. Oh, I'm going to miss this carnival. But yeah, look at that, and it's blood inside, look. See it? Look at that, how awesome is that? Great group photo, which is really, really cool. Just pop that back on there. But yes, let's have a little look at what you've got sent in then for the show this week. The Ninja Cat 20 has a selection of mugs from Alton Towers, of course. Loving those there. You've got a great selection. You've also got some Scarefest stuff, Saw the Ride, 13 Scarefest pen, and a Thorpe Park ticket as well. So thanks for sending them in there. David Stratton has got a magnet collection including magnets from Peppa Pig World, Alton Towers and Adventure Island. I had an amazing trip to Paulton's and Adventure Island earlier in the year. Really, really good, and I hope to get back to them next year as well for you guys here on the channel. You got Morgan, who's got some Oblivion shoelaces. They're cool and unique. Are they on sale now or are they old? I don't know, just let me know because they're quite cool. I definitely like some of those. And thanks for sending it in. Jenny Cousins has got a Swarm Drinks capsule. Stephen Preston has got a Smiler Pizza box. Have you tried the Smiler Pizza? I'm not a big fan of pizza. I know, how can I like pizza? But I did try the Smiler Pizza and it was quite nice, to be fair. It was good. And then you've also got Alistair Dixon with a selection of maps. And then also TPW admin herself, Charlotte, my girlfriend, with a selection of stuff that I brought back from the Orlando trip there as well. So yeah, thanks for sending them in, everyone. And here at the show, if you have any merch paradise, make sure you send them in for next week for another spooktacular edition here on the show. So let's have a little look at what's been sent in this week for our scary moments. Here on Screen Park Worldwide, you got Hazard Flick. There we go, I don't know if I've said that right. Standing inside Gringotts at Universal. Take me back. I mean, to a couple of weeks ago, I was stood there myself. What an amazing ride Gringotts is. Part 1 of the vlog is online. Well, part 1 and 2 from the studio side is online. Hours of adventure is to come in the next couple of weeks. So make sure you're checking out for that. Loads of vlogs still to come from Orlando, SeaWorld, Busch Gardens, all Disney's Hollywood Studios next to come. All sorts, so make sure you're checking out those. You'll love it. You got Morgan. With Pedro the Smiler figure. I'm not going to ask there, but I do quite like it, whatever's going on, so thanks for sending it in. Harry Watts, me and Harry at the turnstiles at Alton Towers, so thanks for sending that in. You got James Bonnet with a Shambhala on-ride photo. Oh, Shambhala, it's great. You know what, for the past 7 years I've gone to PortAventura over Halloween, and it feels like something's missing this year. Even though I've been to Orlando, I wish I could have gone still to PortAventura over Halloween and done their event, but I'll definitely go back there next year as it's one of my favourites to do. Just shows there's more out there in Europe than there is in Orlando in terms of Halloween, in my opinion. But there's all sorts out there. Make sure you go and check out as many events as you can. Shambhala, great ride. Finally, James Oberon, photo with me at Thorpe Park the other day. That was during our vlog. So thanks for sending in your scary moments. If you have some more, any Halloween ones preferably, send them in for next week's episode of the show. Quick reminder as well about the Theme Park Worldwide meetup on Monday the 27th of October. There's about 50 of you confirmed to be coming so far. If that many of you come, it's going to be crazy. It's fancy dress optional. I'm dressing up, Charlotte's dressing up. There's quite a few others that are. So it'd be great if you do come in fancy dress, but you don't have to if you don't want to. If you just want to come wrapped up for them Scarefest cold nights. We're going to be meeting by the frogs, the mummified frogs, on Tower Street. It's got all bandages around them for this year, which looks cool. But yeah, we're going to be meeting there at 10 AM and we're going to be doing a full day, 11-hour day on the park. If you can come along for just a bit, come along. If you come along for the whole thing, that's even better. Full details and the events can be found on our Facebook page by searching Theme Park Worldwide. Come and join us for an amazing day. Anyone can come. It's a free event. You do obviously need to pay for your admission to the park, whether that's via annual pass or sun tickets or however you're getting into for one entry. But yeah, obviously it's a free event to come and join us for that day here on Theme Park Worldwide. All you need is that admission to the park. And that's all for Scary Moments. Let's have some scream outs. That wasn't a scream, was it? So yes, it's time for the final section of Scream Park Worldwide, the show. Let's have some scream outs, of course. You got Sam White, Ashley Howard there, Oliver Downton, Murderous Morgan, I'm liking the Halloween name there, love it, Harry Watts, Gavin Tranter, Spooky Steve, Lewis Undead Burton, Bloody Dead Anne, oh loving these, Bloody Dead Annie, sorry, Zoe Mitchell, Thomas Mitchell, Boris Bikes to Torture Parks, oh I'm loving it. AD Scary 68, Jack Andyland 13, TB Whippy, Adam Murder Miss, Fern, happy 21st birthday to you. You got Jake, Theme Park Ghost, The Ninja Cat 20, Tom, Adam Gibley, Nicola Blagg, Scream But No One Can Hear You, ooh I like that, Screaming TV, The Creepy King Plays Everything, Jigsaw is back 6, and the Minister of Theme Parks. That's cool. I want to see everyone doing your Halloween names for next week. It'd be great. Just get them sent into the show, and of course we're kicked in right in the middle of Halloween season now here on Scream Park Worldwide. Loads to come this week from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween at Disney, some more from Busch Gardens, Howlow Scream, and it's going to be generally awesome. Join us on Saturday, Scarefest live updates, and also on Sunday. It's going to be awesome. My name's Shawn Sanbrooke. Thanks for watching Scream Park Worldwide, the show, and that means it's time to spook those credits. See you later, guys. Have a good week.